So today, Apple released their latest iPhone, the iPhone 16e. And you know what? I like it. It's a cheap model with less specs and more compact. And to be honest with you, I think that's what's needed right about now. I think that any phone that a big manufacturer comes out with is a good phone. Any phone will do. Most of my time on my phone is just spent on the text, email, or social media apps, and pretty much any phone can do that. And in the early days of smartphones, it was so fun to be at the cutting edge of phone technology. But now it's like the hype has died down, and generally I really don't care no more. And the prices of iPhones are just getting so expensive, and with every single year that passes, the upgrades are becoming smaller and smaller between the generations. So really and truly, guys, I've hit the point where I'm not interested no more. I mean, this is the iPhone 15 Max, and it's a nice phone, but a lot of the features in it, I really don't need. And it's really expensive. I think this phone was £1,300. Nuts. Nuts for a phone. Ridiculous. This is almost the same price as a MacBook Air that I bought earlier this year. Nuts. And to have a phone which is half the price but can really do this exact same thing, that's really appealing to me. So I don't want to get the Pro Maxes anymore. I'm kind of done with it. It's nice to have the extra camera, it's nice to have the dynamic island, but is it £600 nice? I'm not too sure. It's getting too expensive. I mean, when I first got my iPhone 5, I think the price of it was around £600 or so. Then it slowly went up and up and up. The iPhone XS Max was about £1,100. And I was like, whoa. At that time, I was paying £90 a month. Nuts. I'm in this space in my life now where, one, I want to cut down on the non-essentials, and two, really and truly, I want to buy everything in cash. So what I might do is just buy the iPhone 16e when I need to upgrade later this year in cash, £600. That's really affordable. For iPhone standards, actually, that's quite cheap. And it's just a phone, it just works. I don't need all these fancy features anymore. iPhone's really been ripping me off for the last 10 years or so. And looking back at it, I was only upgrading to the best spec model just so I could say I have the best spec model. But now, as I'm entering my 30s this year, I really don't care about being able to say that. Like, that's not what's cool at the dinner parties no more. The revolution with iPhones probably stopped happening with the 6 or 7 Plus. After that, we've really been getting the same phone with a slightly better processor and a slightly better camera. And really and truly, the cameras have been great for years. I mean, look, it's nice to have this 5x zoom camera at the back of this, but do I really need it anymore? Nah, not really. It's nice, but it's not £600 nice. I mean, I'm thinking about all the things I could do with £600. That could be a new camera lens. That could be a couple new hard drives. That could be half of a MacBook Air. That could be some new lighting. That's 2 sets of wireless mics. That's even a holiday, even though I would never go on one. Oops. iPhones aren't so cool anymore. And I'm hoping that the next cool thing they're making is this Vision Pro Max. And I tried it, it's really cool. But will it revolutionize the world the way the iPhone has? I'm not too sure. So yeah, I think Apple is going in the right direction with their iPhone 16e, because they're realizing that a lot of people aren't really as bothered to upgrade their iPhones as much as they used to. And they're bringing out a cheap model that's pretty much the same thing as the normal 16. There's not too much of a difference. I mean, practically speaking, the only thing you're going to miss out from the 16e and the normal 16 is the option to get a bigger screen size, which could be a problem for a lot of people, and the dynamic island. And it's nice to have the dynamic island, but it's not, the priority here. So yeah, good job, Apple. You're starting to listen to people, listen to your consumers, listen to your fans. And I don't think anyone will really have a problem with this phone, because this phone is actually pretty cheap. Nice job.